Hi friends, Namaskar. Hope you are learning physics at home with enjoy. Today we will see cyclotron, which is topic number 4.4.2 in your physics textbook. Cyclotron. Cyclotron is the device through which you can accelerate the charged particle. Here I have drawn a schematic diagram of the cyclotron to D-shape discs are applied on oscillator. This whole construction is kept in magnetic field externally and it is vacuum, and this P is a particle, charged particle which we want to accelerate, and it is exit part, it is deflection plate. Oscillator is one kind of AC. Oscillator is AC source through which we can accelerate the charged particle. So how the particles can be accelerated with this device we will see here. Initially I have told you the application of this. It is used to accelerate the charged particle. How the charged particles are accelerated? Accelerated means here its velocity will increase in very large amount. So its velocity will increase very high. So how velocity will increase we will see here. Before that, in construction it is made up of two hollow cylindrical discs. The word used is disc. Why it is two hollow cylinders are said here disc? Because the shape of the cylinder is alphabet D, in form of alphabet D. In previous section, you have learned when velocity is perpendicular to magnetic field of charged particle, the charged particle is performing circular motion. Once again I am repeating, velocity of charged particle is perpendicular to magnetic field, it performs circular motion. How it performs circular motion, which you have learned in standard 11, uniform circular motion. Later I am explaining here, if velocity v and acceleration a. Acceleration means one kind of force because a is equal to f by m. Both are in same direction, its velocity will increase. If velocity v and acceleration both are in opposite direction, velocity will decrease. If both are in same direction, velocity will increase. If velocity and acceleration means velocity and force are in opposite direction, velocity will decrease. But what is happen? In both cases, acceleration is parallel to velocity. But what is happen when velocity and acceleration are perpendicular? So in this case, when velocity and accelerations are perpendicular, in this case, value of velocity will not increase or decrease, but what will happen? Its direction will be changed. Once again I am repeating, if velocity and acceleration are perpendicular, the direction of charged particle will be changed. Here direction will not change, but here only direction will be changed when force and velocity both are perpendicular to each other. So during this case, when direction will be changed and velocity and magnetic field both are perpendicular, so direction will be changed, so charge will perform circular motion. So it will perform circular motion. So for circular motion, before this We have seen its construction. So two hollow cylindrical discs, AC source, an oscillator, it is exit part, here deflection plate, and magnetic field is perpendicularly, means direction of magnetic field is like this, perpendicular from this board, it is coming out of this board. So this is construction. Here, cyclotron, we are using both two fields, magnetic field and electric field. Magnetic field is coming out from this board, which is applying externally, and oscillator, as we are applying electric field externally. Because how we can say, because electric field has unit is volt per meter. So here oscillator is behaved like AC source. So we can say here we are applying electric field and magnetic field, both are applying externally. So both, by using both of this field, how this oscillator will work, we will see now how this cyclotron is work. Sorry, my mistake, not oscillator is work, how this cyclotron is working. So in circular motion, which forces are acting? Centripetal force. And the charged particle is in magnetic field with velocity v, and it is perpendicular to magnetic field. So that magnetic force is balanced by this centripetal force. And v square by r, which we have proved in standard 11, and magnetic field, which we have seen in previous section, EVB, where V is magnetic field, V is velocity, and E is value of charge. Here M is mass of that charged particle, V is velocity, and R is the radius. Here one velocity will be cancelled, so here remains M V is equal to R E B. M is nothing but its momentum or linear momentum P is equal to R E B. P is proportional to, you can say, its radius, where R is the radius of circular path. Here charge will perform circular motion. How it will perform circular motion, we will see in its working. Or you can say here velocity v is equal to R E B by n. So velocity is also proportional to R. Why it is proportional to? Because value of E is constant, B is an external magnetic field which is also constant. So and mass is constant, you know very well. So velocity or momentum is proportional to radius. Velocity or linear momentum is proportional to radius. It means when velocity will increase, the path of circulating path, radius of circulating path will also increase. Once again I am repeating, if velocity will increase, radius of circulating path will also increase. So we will use this principle in this cyclotron. So it is velocity. By using this velocity, if you are saying find its frequency, so we can also find its frequency. Because we know angular velocity omega is equal to 2 pi f, and omega is equal to v by r, or you know very well v is equal to omega r. So omega is equal to v by r. So substituting the value of v from this equation, E R B by M by R we cancel out. So it is E B by M. Frequency F is equal to 2 pi will become bottom side. So E B by 2 pi. You can see here E is value of charge, B is magnetic field which is we are applying externally, which is constant, mass is remain constant, and 2 pi is constant. It means if all components are constant means its frequency of circulating charged particle will remain constant, we can say, which is known as cyclotron frequency. So we can say cyclotron frequencies remain constant. Fc. This cyclotron frequency and oscillator is a AC. So frequency of this oscillator will remain always equal or must be equal in cyclotron. So it is said its resonance condition. Both must be equal. Fc is the cyclotron frequency which is constant and Fo is frequency of this oscillator. So we have calculated frequency. By using this frequency you can say you can calculate time period is equal to 2 pi m divided by Eb. What was its velocity? V is equal to E R B by M. So by using this velocity we can calculate its kinetic energy also. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So half mv square. So E square R square B square divided by M square. So M will be cancelled. So what is kinetic energy? Half 12 E square B square R square by 12. Here you can see kinetic energy also remain constant. No, my mistake. So it is kinetic energy. This is dependent on R. So we have found here kinetic energy, velocity, momentum, frequency, and time period. So you can be asked in exam also. Find its cyclotron frequency, or you can also say for find time period or its kinetic energy. Now we will see how it will work. So oscillator means AC source. If one of this plate is positive, another plate will be negative. So and the charge particle, say if positive charge particle you want to accelerate. Which charge particle? Positive charge particle you want to accelerate. So this positive sign and here one of those is negative. Due to positive negative attraction, it will attract with speed towards this plate. And velocity will, we have already seen velocity and magnetic field is perpendicular, so it will perform circulating motion, and after completing half cycle or half revolution, again because of this AC source, this plate will become negative and this side will become positive. So again this positive charge is coming here and it will again attract with speed and it will attract with high speed and come to this plate. So its velocity was whatever here, it will another disk. In this speed, it will go with high speed because of the attraction. Here, whatever velocity, in another disk, its velocity will increase. And we know that velocity is proportional to radius. So here velocity is increased, so radius will also increase. If velocity will increase, we have already proved v is proportional to r. So velocity, it will attract with high speed, so radius will increase. So here its velocity will high, and if velocity will high, then whatever the radius before, in another disk, the radius will be increased more. Again, here was again completing half revolution. Once again its sign will become change. Again this will become negative and it will become positive. So once again this positive charge particle will attract towards this negative sign. So here whatever the velocity which was already high, so here it will attract with more speed. So its speed will increase again here because of the attraction. Here its velocity will increase again. So again if velocity will increase, its radius will again increase. So in this its radius will increase, completing half cycle. Once again this side will become negative, its side will become positive. This will happen. So during each cycle, its speed is increasing. The speed of charged particle is increasing in all cycles. So you can increase very large amount of velocity of that charged particle. So you can accelerate at very high speed this charged particle. So during each cycle, its velocity will increase. And when you want to take out this charged particle from its circulating path, you have to get a deflecting plate which can attract this plate, and you can exit this charged particle from this exit part. From deflecting plate, you can exit this charged particle with very high speed. During each evolution, during each half cycle, the speed of charged particles is increasing. So we can say the speed of charged particles is very high. So where high speed charged particle. So friends, we have accelerated this charge at very high speed in cyclotron. So what is the use of this accelerated charged particle which have very large speed? So this large speed charged particle is used to break the nucleus. Of any body, of any material. When you will collide any nucleus with large speed, it will break, and after breaking, it will radiate some kind of radiation. So by radiation, you can study the properties of that material. So it is one of the use to study the properties of the material. Another application, when the ion or charged particle has high speed, you can implant the ions. Can be implanted. The ion can be implanted to any body. So after implantation of ions in any body or any material, its property will be changed or its property will be modified. So to modify the properties, this charged particle or high speed charged particle is used to modify the properties. Number 3, to prepare heavy elements, or you can say radioactive materials. produce or to prepare heavy elements or radioactive materials which can be used in hospitals and for the diagnosis as a medicine. So these are the applications of this cyclotron. Thank you.